Guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Winston, and today I'm going to be talking about testing your salt water in your aquarium. This is very important in the hobby because you don't want things swinging up and down. What I mean by things is your elements. You don't want your alkalinity, magnesium, or calcium to be swinging up and down if you don't have the proper tests. So the first thing that I like to do in my day every single morning is to test the salt. The salt is just very important because a lot of people miss this. If you don't have your salt from at a range of 1.024 to 1.026, testing the salinity in this tank. This right here is called a refractometer, and it's used to test the salt. You really don't want to use a hydrometer, a swing arm. They tend to be 2 parts off and they're not too accurate. So I tend to use this, which you could calibrate as much as you need to. So you just start out by grabbing a little bit of salt water and placing it on top of the refractometer. Then you shut the lid and point it to direct sunlight. This tank is reading about 35 parts per million, which is 1.026. Guys, now that we talked about testing your salinity, let's talk about actually testing the water. So there's 3 major things that you want to test for: alkalinity, calcium, and magnesium. These are the major 3 that you really want to test. Start out with alkalinity. The ranges that you want to have it is from 8 to 10 DKH. And magnesium, you want to have it from anywhere 1350 to anywhere to 1500. Calcium, you want to have from anywhere 380 to 500. In my tank, I personally keep the alkalinity at 8.6, magnesium at 1500, and calcium at 500. That works for me, and if it works for you guys, then keep it that way. You don't want to chase the numbers. That's what I've learned, and that's what I stick to. So if something's making your tank work properly, keep it that way. Do not chase numbers, because that will fail you in the long run. Now, you might be asking, why do I have to test my tank? Well, it's simple. Corals consume elements inside the water, and you want to replace them. If you have a small tank with little bit of corals, then you might just get away with doing water changes. But if you have a tank that's packed full of corals that consume a lot of elements, you will have to dose. You could either do it manually, or you could do it with a doser. I personally do it manually. I do have a doser in my 43-gallon Red Sea, but I still dose manually. It is very important also to test your nitrates. You do not want these to build up, which could cause also coral death. Nitrates are a buildup of decaying food, waste, and other things in the tank. It is very important to change your water weekly as well, so they could be kept at a lower level. Like I previously stated, to lower your nitrates, you will need to do a water change. So one way to do it is having your own RODI system. So this is the most cheap and effective way of having your own RODI water. You could use this water to use for an auto top-off or to make your own salt water as well. Buying the salt water from them. The RODI water is already mixed with the salt, having an ideal salt water level. If you're doing it at home, then you might have levels off if you're not that experienced. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope this helped. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to see anything else, leave a comment down below and I will do a video on it. Thank you guys so much. Well, if you stuck to the end of the video, I'll show you a little quick clip of my 20-gallon water box tank. It has a lot of LPS corals and also just a little bit of LPS. Everything in this tank seems to be doing great with all the levels tested. It needs a little bit of a cleaning. Now let me show you the 43-gallon. Well guys, here's the 43-gallon. And it's looking pretty good. The fillet is looking great. So guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.